guys, and welcome to my next Doctor Who reaction. I said this at the end of my last reaction, I believe, and I am just really amazed that I only have 3 episodes left in this season. I don't really know what to expect. Normally the last like 2 episodes are pretty intense, so I'm already nervous about that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. Let's get started.
The second most beautiful garden in all of time and space, and we can never come back here because you, Miss Oswald, decided.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Clara, finally. It's Rigsy.
Oh, Rigsy. Hey, what's wrong?
So I have this, it kind of looks like a tattoo.
Seriously, I gave you this number for emergencies.
It's an emergency, trust me. It's counting down.
Sorry, what?
What?
The tattoo. It's a number and it's counting down to 0.
Hang tight, we'll be right there.
Hurry. Please.
He's making an effort to be nice.
There's no nice way to say you're about to die.
What?
Rigsy.
No. Don't start using my actual name now. Call me Pudding Brain, call me Local Knowledge, whatever. Just don't call me Rigsy. You're gonna save me. You're a doctor, that's what you do.
Okay. Yes. Okay, let's do this thing. First up, stop the countdown. 526 minutes, right. Okay. Yes, you know what? Local knowledge, I don't know who did this to you or why, but I do almost certainly know how to find them.
You know when someone's making a map, a cartographer uses a fake street, throws it into the mix, names it after one of his kids or whatever. Then, if the fake street, the trap street, ever shows up on someone else's map, they know their work's been stolen. Clever, right?
My God, the whole London street just up and disappeared, and you'll assume it's a copyright infringement. Just keep looking straight down.
I know! Focus on the buildings directly below me!
Whatever they're using, it only hides the street.
I was like, why is she hanging out of the top?
There's even something missing.
Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. What is, like, he not holding her legs?
I'm good. I'm good.
She enjoyed that.
Okay.
Way too much.
What happened to all the stuff there?
Someone called you. Yesterday, 6 AM, blocked number.
She's dead. What is it?
What the
What are you
fuck?
remembering?
This is already interesting.
You?
50 minutes left.
Surely people wandering here all the time then, distracted on their phones or whatever.
Well, perhaps they do.
Christ, that scared the fuck out of me.
You do know this is a refugee camp.
Yeah, of course.
Of course he does. Now that you've told him.
Where me?
Ishilda. Ishilda.
That's your name. I keep telling you that.
Do you?
Now we need your help. Someone in this place is in control of a quantum shade.
Whoa.
Recognize that smell.
Oh, Ishilda. What's going on?
You.
How do you know this man?
I sentenced him.
Sentenced him.
I also gave him enough time to return home and say goodbye to his family.
You flooded his brain with retcon. Till we showed up, he didn't even know that he had to say goodbye.
I'm afraid no intruder leaves this place without a memory wipe. With respect, that will include you.
Oh, the hell it will.
Shield him. Given that we're all going to forget this conversation anyway, perhaps you could tell us what happened here yesterday to necessitate a death sentence?
I guarantee the safety of Clara Oswald. She'll be under my personal protection. That is absolute.
If that's your wish, Mammy.
This way.
What in the world what is going on?
What did you say?
Sorry, I didn't hear what he said. Hello, Jadoon.
You called me a murderer.
Oh.
Don't worry, we're perfectly safe.
Yes. The phrase I find is usually followed by a lot of screaming and running and bleeding.
What?
What's better, that they're in here with me, peaceful and cooperative, or out there on Earth like the Zygons?
That is
We haven't
very
had acts of violence on this street for 100 years until
interesting.
yesterday when your friend...
And we knew what we were looking for.
She was found at the entrance to the street. No weapon on the scene, but the cause of death is likely the head wound. Seems she was knocked to the cobblestones.
Seems. You've sentenced Rigsy to death, yet you don't know exactly what's going on.
He was found over the body. My people were angry, frightened. I had to act.
This is ridiculous. This
What was her
is...
name?
Anna. We're keeping her here until someone can take her home for burial.
No way you did this.
So what then? You think someone called him here, set him up?
Yes.
Yeah, probably you.
Which means one of your pet aliens out there is the real killer.
I'm just saying.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yes.
She is shady as shit.
This man stole medical rations. He broke a rule of the street, and he stole from all of you. And yes, I can remove the chronolock. But I won't.
Tell me I can have it. One word, say it. Say yes.
I did this to save you, you silly old thing. You really think I could lose you now?
What's happening?
Victor, you could flee across all of time and all of the universe. I would still find you. Don't run, stay with her. At least give him a merciful death.
You think a Cyberman fears a merciful death? Peace on this street depends on one thing. To break it, in any way, is to face the Raven.
Uh-oh. Wow.
I have no
And
wish
wow.
to harm a friend
The
who is innocent.
face the Raven. Okay, here we go.
Give it. You can just...
There you go, just pushing on someone. It's not that simple. Has to be taken willingly. The death's already locked in. You can pass it on, but you can't cheat it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm under the mayor's personal protection, and it's absolute, apparently. Look, she controls a Raven, so I will never have to face it. This is clever.
But this is putting you in danger.
No, this is us talking the opposition into their own trap. This is Doctor 101. We're buying time.
The
We get all
doctor
the
is
aliens
going to
on our
be
side in the
very
next
upset.
hour. What happens if you don't go home tonight, to Jen and Lucy, hey? If you never go home? You really want your little girl growing up without a father just because he wouldn't take a risk? You trusted us to save you, so trust us. Come on.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. All right.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I don't want to. Okay.
Right then. Humans can survive losing entire limbs, and I'm supposed to believe that he...
Shut up. Shut up. The other thing you said, the second thing, what you said he was scared
And he asked the mayor to call him a doctor. Poor Anna, dead at his feet.
Did you say a doctor or the doctor? This is very, very important.
The doctor. There was nothing wrong with him, mind you. It was all just your standard human lies.
Call a doctor. But you find yourself accused of murder on a strange alien street in the middle of London. Only they've taken your phone, so you beg the woman in charge to call me instead. She knew you and I were friends.
You look at me and the doctor like you're confused, like you're curious.
I don't know what you mean.
You do. You know Rigsy is innocent because you can look into his past and you can see it. Can't you? She dressed you as a boy to protect you, but really, you're a girl. You have the gift.
It is no gift.
Is that
Safe as a
Shuri?
boy. This
Sorry.
is the first place.
The mayor. What is she up to? It's nothing good, is it?
I can't see everything.
I could have told you that though.
I can't see it because it involves you. When I look at you,
Would
I
see.
can't tell your past from your future, and there's so very much of both.
This isn't about Rigsy. It's about me.
You can never resist the mystery. She's afraid.
Afraid of what? Of whom?
I can't see. I'm sorry.
You hold your tongue. We've got 10 minutes left. I should have said Alan.
But it can't be. She's dead. She isn't breathing.
This thing's a stasis pod. If you're dead, it's a kind of fancy refrigerator. But if you're alive, secret keeps you that way.
She's alive.
She's alive.
Well, get her out! Get her out of there!
There must be a way to unlock it, basic. Something basic, something simple that I can see. A keyhole would be very handy, yes, but I haven't got one. No, a keyhole. Look. The mayor has gone AWOL. She means for us to release your mother. But she doesn't want us to use her key. She wants to use mine.
The TARDIS. That's what this is all about. Doctor, wait!
This girl needs her mother.
What's he doing?
I feel very tense right now.
Rigsy, come here, I'll remove your chronologue.
What is this, Shirley? You can't possibly think this is going to keep me here.
It's not a restraint. It's a teleport bracelet.
What?
I'll give you time to say goodbye, don't worry. No one will be hurt.
Where are you sending me?
I made a deal to protect the street. They take you, I take the key so you can't be traced. I do as they tell me and the street is safe.
They? Who are they?
One more thing. Your confession dial. They have other means of procuring it, but I understand it's likely to be on your person. Please. No resistance. You've already lost.
What?
What is it?
In your terms, my last will and testament.
How does it work?
I've no idea.
Take the teleport off him first.
I don't have it, I'm telling you, Clara does.
No. No, you didn't.
Go on then. Take it off.
Clara, you didn't!
I had no idea she'd do something so stupid. sacrificing yourself.
I wasn't sacrificing anything. Strategy. Backup plan to buy us more time.
Who told you to go to him?
Nobody did. I did. Rump said.
What exactly did Rob
He
say?
said the death is locked in. You can pass it on, but
But what?
But you can't cheat it all together.
You didn't tell me that.
No, I do.
Clara, I made a contract with the Shade when I put the chronologue on Rigsy. I promised it a soul, and only I can break that contract. When you took it from him, you changed the terms. You cut me out of the deal.
Oh, man.
we can fix this, can't we?
Oh, no, no, no.
We always fix it.
No. But you can fix this. Fix it now.
It's not possible. I can't.
Yes, it is. You can, and you will, or this street will be over. I'll show you and all your fun little friends to the whole laughing world. I'll bring Unit, I'll bring the Zygons, give me a minute, I'll bring the Daleks and the Cybermen. You will save Clara, and you will do it now, or I will rain hell on you for the rest of time.
Don't just stop talking like that.
You can't.
Holy shit.
The hell I like. You read the stories. You know who I am. And in all of that time, did you ever hear anything about anyone who stopped me?
I know the doctor. The doctor.
The doctor is no longer here. You are stuck with me. And I will end you and everything you love.
Do you hear me? I did this. This is my fault.
I don't care.
Liar. You always care. Always have.
Oh,
Your
no.
reign of terror will end with the sight of the first crying child, and you know it.
I don't.
I do. Listen. If this is the last I ever see of you, please. Not like this. Is there anything you can do?
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I'm
Time short? Yes or no?
Oh.
Well, if Danny Pink can do it, so can I.
Do it.
Is that right? Don't like I mean it. Face the Raven.
No, this is not. This can't be happening.
Maybe this is what I wanted. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is why I kept running. Maybe this is why I kept taking all those stupid risks, kept pushing it.
This is my fault.
This is my choice.
I let you get reckless.
Why? Why should I be so reckless? You're reckless. All the bloody time. Why can't I be like you?
Clara, there's nothing special about me. I am nothing but I'm less breakable than you. I should have taken care of you.
I never asked you to.
You shouldn't have to ask.
Clara, I've known that.
Don't. Shut up. Really, Rigsy, shut up. If you feel guilty about this, even for 1 minute, You listen to me.
Oh, no.
You're gonna be alone now. And you're very bad at that. You're gonna be furious, and you're gonna be sad. But listen to me. Don't let this change you. No, listen. Whatever happens next, wherever she is sending you, I know what you're capable of. You don't be a warrior. Promise me. Be a doctor.
What's the point of being a doctor if I can't cure?
Heal yourself. You have to. You can't let this turn you into a monster, so I'm not asking you for a promise. I'm giving you an order. You will not insult my memory. There will be no revenge. I will die, and no one else here or anywhere will suffer.
What about me?
If there's something I could do about that, I would. Guess we're both just gonna have to be brave.
Ooh, my God.
Everything
Stay with me.
Oh.
You stay here.
Clara.
This is as brave as I know how to be. I know it's gonna hurt you, but please, be a little proud of me. Goodbye, Doctor.
What Clara said about not taking revenge, do you know why she said that?
She was saving you.
I was lost a long time ago. She was saving you. I'll do my best. But I strongly advise you to keep out of my way. You'll find that it's a very small universe when I'm angry with you.
Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. Okay, so I have so much to say about that episode. Really interesting. Obviously, I did know that Clara's exit to the show had something to do with Face the Raven. That like stuck with me. So if you're confused about my reaction as soon as I heard those words, and it's funny, I must have been like dancing or not paying attention during the intro, because I know they say the name of the episode during the intro. It just right over. I don't know what the hell happened, but you know, so I kind of, I felt like there was something. Let's, before we get into Clara, let's talk about, it was an interesting concept, the street. I kind of thought that was interesting. I'm very intrigued for the next two parts when it comes to what deal she made and all of that stuff. I think that that's really kind of interesting, and I'm really excited to get into the last two episodes because of that. So just saying that right off the bat, there is something very beautiful about the death, where it's you face the raven. It's very like, you know, I don't know, symbolic and beautiful way to have a companion death happen. So okay, Clara, though, you know, she's not a big favorite companion of mine. I think I've loved other companions more. I will say the last parting bit, there was something really well done about the ending of this episode, I'll say. Because the main thing is, I weirdly, and this is probably a little bit morbid or whatever, a lot of her arc has been embracing the Doctor, not just embracing being the Doctor's companion. Especially with a lot of different episodes with Mummy on the Orient Express and Flatline and things like that, was really about her learning about what it is to be the Doctor, what it is to sort of have this, do you guys get what I'm saying with that? And that has been really kind of a running theme for her character. She's very, I like the kind of analogy or idea of like she's running all the time, and she had that addiction, and time again she really had this sort of and they you know played with putting her name first in the one intro, and which is, I think, one reason that maybe a lot of people didn't like Clara. Or some, you know, some people didn't like Clara, or some people really did like Clara. You know, like, I think it was a divisive thing about how much it really kind of, her embracing the Doctor. I kind of liked the fact that, as morbid and tragic as it is, her taking a situation into her own hands and not really talking to the Doctor about it beforehand led to her demise. You know what I mean? There's something really interesting about that. And yeah, I really liked that. I loved her parting words to the Doctor. I liked the don't seek revenge, don't be angry, don't, you know, which, well, I mean, we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I think he will try to honor her as best as he can. But there's still a grieving process, and grieving for the Doctor. Now, we didn't see it right after. That's when it was Amy and Rory. There was a break, and, you know, all we kind of heard was the Paternoster gang kind of saying that the Doctor kind of went into solitude and whatnot. So there's that. And we're going to see the after effects right after this. And that is going to be interesting, I think. Just my opinion about that. I kind of hope that I feel like we might get some really great acting out of Peter in the next couple of episodes. At least I hope so. I'm just, oh man. Clara's character for me, and we'll talk more in depth about this, I feel like, during my review, but Clara's character for me has been very, it was hard for me to connect to her for a lot of episodes. But what I do want to say, and it just popped into my mind when watching that, and I thought it was beautiful that they went in this direction. Probably the two biggest moments for me with Clara, I think. And it sounds so stupid because it's such a small moment in the grand scheme of things of everything that she's been through. But the ones that stick with me was in the submarine episode. Go back. Dusty corners of the brain. The submarine episode where when she saw the dead, the people, and she literally was terrified and had a moment of pure, it was just panic. And I don't know if it was just the acting of kind of her on, and then like she was singing Hungry Like the Wolf. You remember all of that stuff? It stuck with me, and that was the moment that I said I loved that she really expressed how scary and how terrified she was. So for that to be kind of the moment that weirdly has really stuck with me all the way to this moment, which would be the second, where she faces the Raven and says, "Let me be brave." That is beautiful. How that's kind of, you know, how she's kind of ready to face death, which is the ultimate scary thing. It's a scary thing to have to face that you are no longer going to be, you know? I loved that last bit, and I thought it was very beautifully written. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 episodes. It's going to be really interesting. Really, really interesting. Oh my God. Oh my God. I really did like the ending of this episode. And I am so excited for the last 2, and I hope that they're really good. Because it's so funny, because it felt like such a kind of normal episode. Like, it was interesting, and I was intrigued. I felt like pretty early on. But I was, oh man, that was cool. It just sounds like that was cool. Clara died, but I didn't mean it like that. Well written, I think. In terms of her character and her growth, and it was beautiful. Isn't it funny? Can I just say this just randomly, not to side note? Isn't it funny how more like you can appreciate the writing and whatever when it's not your favorite companion? What was I like after Amy and Rory? I was like, ah! Like, that was probably what my afterthought sounded like. Just like a crying, screeching, dying cat probably is what I sounded like. So I don't know. I was just thinking, I was like, I was not like that for the end of I liked Clara. I think that she's, oh man. She just didn't connect to me as much as some other characters have, but that was beautiful. And there's something about both Jenna and Peter's performance in that, when they both kind of had to, in that short scene, figure out how we're going to, and it was just so beautiful to see her kind of pick the right words to say to him. What a beautiful relationship they have. So beautiful. And if you think back to Deep Breath, when she's very unsure and she doesn't, you know, about 12, and to see how far they've come, that is beautiful. It's just amazingly beautiful. I hope that all made sense. I'm really excited for the last 2 episodes. I can't even tell you. I hope that you guys are excited for my reactions to those. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.